Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you my recent art haul and hopefully follow up in another video and show you how I work with them. I try to be conscious with what I buy. I try not to buy things I don't need, things that I have in doubles. I generally hope to buy only things that I really need and would really use, and which won't like collect dust in my studio without being used. So hopefully I will use all of these things today that I've bought today, and I have had these in like my shopping basket online for a few months now, which is what I usually do. I have a shopping basket and then I put stuff in it, and then after a long while I check the shopping basket and see if I still really want them and really think I need them, and apparently this was it. So I'll show you what I have today. I'll start with this actually beautiful packaging, I think. This is, as the box already says, a porcelain paint palette. None of these are sponsored, by the way. So I just bought these because I thought I could really use them. I have made my own ceramic paint palettes before, but this one, as the box also already shows, is a very nice one, I think. Has all these nice little compartments for me to mix my colors, and you know, it's not too fancy. It's not actually, I think if there are lots of plates in secondhand shops that are really helpful as well. They might do the job just as well as this one, but I thought this one was really pretty, so I just this was a gift to me, basically. I'll let you know if it holds. I think also because the compartments are fairly deep, it can hold a lot of water. So I'm hoping that's going to be great. I will let you know. And then I've bought some pencils. They are all Faber-Castell Polychromos, which is a brand I really like. They have very vibrant colors, the pigments are really beautiful, and you can sharpen them really well and create lots of detail with them. So I actually like these a lot. This one is called Earth Green Yellowish, which is a bit like other colors that I have, but I do think you can't have enough greens, basically. And this one is a bit brighter than the ones that I usually have, so I think I will really like it. It's fairly suitable probably for all these spring and summer greens. Then I have this one, which is called Green Gold, which is a color that I really love. And you can, it's like a bit of, well, the name already says it, it's green and it's a bit gold, so it's like a really warm green, which is very nice for all kinds of foliage. And yeah, I love it, actually. It's like also a good color to use for pears or other types of fruits and vegetables. And then this one is warm gray, which looks a bit greenish. Let's see what it looks like when I swatch it. I don't have many of these colors. I don't have many grays, which is why I bought it. And I would really like to, I think it would be great to sort of blend colors and use them for a bit of highlights and stuff. Yeah, I'm hoping it's a really nice color. Then this blue one, I'm really in love with blues at the moment, and I didn't have a cobalt blue yet, so I'm adding this to my collection. It's a very beautiful color, I think. So I think blues are very nice to add to shadows as well, even though you can't really see them, but sometimes it just needs a little bit of blue. And then these are a few darker greens. I use dark greens a lot for line work, for shadows. So I have pine green, which is a nice dark, like a forest green. I think it looks like a forest green. And I have a similar color that is called deep cobalt green, but that's slightly, I think the pine green is a slightly warmer color than the deep cobalt green. I have permanent green olive. I love olive greens. So this is, I also have a Holbein cactus one, and I think this might be similar, but slightly more on the warmer side, which is nice. And I think it would pair really well with the green gold. And the last one is juniper green, which is a more muted green. I actually think all of these colors are really beautiful. So yeah, I'll probably use all of these. And then this is a Derwent drawing set. I've had my eye on this for, I think, even 3 years or something, but I almost never buy sets because I feel like sometimes you buy the set and then you don't need half of the colors and you don't use them, but these colors are just so gorgeous. They're all just absolutely beautiful. They're not very vivid in color, which is why they would probably work really well for nature drawings. So especially like this one, I think this one looks really great. Mars Violet, which is one that I already have, and it's like this small now, so I'm really happy to replace it. And I also have the, where is it? Yeah, the green shadow one. I also have that one already, which is a lovely color. So I'm really happy I can add these colors. They are a bit thicker, as you can see. So this is a slimmer pencil to hold. Much more slender. And also these can be much more sharp. These are softer. The lead is softer, so the point is also, you can't make them as sharp, and so they're different. They're both not water soluble, by the way. They're just regular pencils, but I mean, this color, wheat, isn't it just gorgeous? So I'm really happy I have this set, and hopefully I will use them all. Definitely, there are so many. They're like pastel colors, but also dark colors. Like the chocolate here, and the ruby earth is also a very beautiful color. Quite like this one as well, terracotta. Beautiful. I will swatch them all for you. Then some brushes. I would really like to work on a larger scale, so I have bought these Spalters, they are called in Dutch, flat brushes in English apparently, which, yeah, you can cover a very large area with them. So this is a 50, a 30 and a 40 millimeters. So this is 5 centimeters, and so you can, yeah, you know, do like very large areas and make it nice and flat and smooth. And yeah, I'm really excited to use these. I'll probably use them to create backgrounds, but maybe also this one could also be really nice to make like textures and stuff. And these I've had my eye on for quite a while. This is called the Vinci Botanical Art Watercolour set. It has 3 different brushes. One that's like really small for details, for like tiny lines. One that is rectangular, like chisel shaped, which you can probably use to make nice angles. And I can never put these things on them again. And then this one, which looks a bit like it's definitely a watercolor brush. It looks a bit like an Asian style brush, and this has a very sharp or very fine tip, so you can hold lots of water and then create really nice petal shapes with it. So I'm really chuffed I have this one now. Then I'll move on to 2 boxes that are filled with gouache and Neocolors. I'll start with the Neocolors. I use Neocolors a lot. You can see them in my previous video where I show you how I create florals on craft paper. And these are just mostly, no, some of them I don't have already, but most of them are refills, basically. This is a turquoise green, which is very pretty. A sepia, which I use for shadows. A cobalt blue 5% or light cobalt blue. This one is great for skies or highlights. A veronese green, which I haven't had before. I really like this color, it's really fresh. A gold, which I never use actually, but I thought I might use it because it looks a bit green. So hopefully it'll sort of complement the other greens that I already have. And one of my favorites, sky blue, which is a bit of a, it looks a bit like a lavender color actually. It's much more purple than it is blue. And I really love this color. I use it a lot. So these, I will probably use these almost every day probably. And the great thing about these is that you can sharpen the tips. And if you save your shavings, then you can put them in an empty watercolor tin like this with pans in it. And then if you put a little water in them, you can use them as paint. So there's no waste, which is great. I also have a few paints. I have bought this brand, which is Royal Talens gouache. I use this gouache a lot because it's really fluid. It's a bit like the Holbein gouache, but much cheaper. So I like it a lot. And I have bought lilac because I don't have many purples. Blue violet, which I think would pair great with this sky blue, which is a very purpley dark blue. Rose. I don't have many pink colors. I usually mix them myself, but I thought this one would be a great starting point to, if you add white to it and a little bit of blue, maybe even the blue violet, you can create like much more of a muted pink. So I think this would be a great, basically a primary for me. Then this was completely influenced by Beth Spencer from the Introvert Drawing Club. She got me hooked on Naples yellow, and then I think it's actually darker than the outside suggests. But she had this in a palette, and I thought, this is great. And well, apparently it's like slightly darker than the Naples yellow. So yeah, I think I'm going to really like this color. And then lastly, an English red, because it is a lovely color to use. It's like an earthy color. You can use it for trees, and it's great to mix with. So yeah, I'm really happy with these. I think they'll be a great addition to my already existing gouache collection. And I'm going to put them in these small palettes, which I hope will be great to travel with. I already have a palette. It's this one, the Art Toolkit, which I take on my travels. As you can see, I'm using the olive green a lot. This is the Naples yellow. But I'm hoping these pans will be a bit deeper, so I can use more paint to mix with. That would be really nice. I have bought some plastic cups to fill them with. Bigger ones, smaller ones. I'm going to see how I'm going to fill the palette. I'm not sure yet. I have a few of these palettes. I can put them in any of these palettes and mix them up and, you know, rearrange them. So I could also take this, I might even take this out and just put lots of them in here. I'm not sure yet, but I feel like this is like a really small compact palette, which you can also, you can put your finger in here, so you can hold it when you're outside and, you know, use it like this, which I really like. So yeah, I'm happy that I've bought this size. I also bought some Royal Talens Art Creation Sketchbooks. I really like these sketchbooks. They're really cheap, which is a big plus. But I usually have like very large sketchbooks, like A4, and I also really like to work on A3, but I thought maybe if I have like this tiny sketchbook, then maybe I can really play around in this one and just do like tiny doodles when I'm sitting on the couch, or when I'm on the train, or, you know, it can fit in your pocket. You can fit in your bag. I could pair it with this, take it with me, done. So yeah, I bought two, one for me and probably one for my kid. Yeah, really excited to use that. Then I've bought another sketchbook, which is a Fabriano Woodstock Wonders. I saw another artist who bought one of these, which was smaller actually, I think, but I don't know for sure. I really like to work on colored paper, and I thought it would be really nice to have a sketchbook where I could test all kinds of different colors. And this is a sketchbook which has lots of different colors, so I'm really excited to use this. They have some of the colors, like this one, which is a vivid green, I wouldn't normally pick out, but yeah, you know, who knows, that might be a really nice background for something, or like an underlayer, I don't know. So yeah, I'm excited to use this lovely Woodstock Wonders. And then I have some pastel paper, which is by Clairefontaine. 25 papers. They are colored, which is also why I bought them. Because they are meant for pastels, they have a slight texture, so the paper can hold the pastels, which is something that's not really for me, but I do really like these kind of textures in the paper where there's like a sort of hairy texture in it. And I basically bought this because I was looking for colored paper again, but in a bigger size. So we'll see how this works for me. I do like these colors a lot, so I'm hoping they will be great. Hopefully in another video I will show you what my results are. And then last but not least, I have some paper. I have bought the Fabriano Woodstock 12 small colored paper. They are a bit, the paper is a bit rougher than I would have liked them a bit smoother, but I really like the colors. I think they're meant to do like more of a, I don't know actually. They're probably meant to do some paper cuts with them, which I might do also, but it's a bit of a rainbow. But I do really like this color, and I like this color and this color, and maybe also the green. These are a bit, this one I also like, the blue. This one, the orange and the red, I'll probably use for something else, maybe crafting with my kid. I'm not sure, but it's just because I'm really interested in working on colored paper lately that which you can see in my vlog of May, where I'm painting tulips and anemones, if I pronounce them correctly. Yeah, so I just want some stuff to experiment with, and I can always use colored paper for crafting afternoons with my kid and yeah, playing around. So this will probably be of good use. So in the next video I will show you how with what colors I have filled this palette, and hopefully also how I've used them. And yeah, I hope you really like this color. I hope you really like this video. If you did, give it a little like and a comment. If you have some recommendations for colored paper, which is really smooth, which can hold lots of details, and colored pencil, please let me know, because I'm really on the hunt for that. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.